what are your strengths, right? And sometimes it would be asked to you, what are your weakness? This is more difficult to answer. What are your weakness? Strength, you can talk about that. I learn the things quickly. I have earlier in my project, something has been given to you. I was able to learn it quickly. I was able to deliver it quickly. I'm adaptable. I'm adaptable in the team. A lot of things you can talk about. I'm strong in the technical side. And you can also talk about, again, the strong processes you have that you can highlight here, the strong processes, you know. And all of these things you can talk about for the strengths, right? And the weaknesses would be very careful, right? You should prepare the answer for this, that what is your weakness. You should prepare it like this, that it is a weakness, but it would be shown as a strength. Let's say if somebody asks me that what is your weakness, I tell you my real example. I tell them I'm not good into the multitasking. I believe in focusing on some specific thing and then getting it delivered and then work on that thing. So whenever I have a multiple task come to me from the different area, I give some specific focus time, the 3 to 4 hours window to a specific part, get it finished, and then move to the next. That's what I do. If I try to do multiple things in parallel, I ended up doing nothing. So my approach is the focused approach. So in another way, I'm telling the weakness, but I'm highlighting that I'm a very focused guy. I try to work on the focus thing. I need to work today on this thing. I will completely focus on this thing, finish it, and next day start it and finish it and move it to the next thing, rather than starting 5 things in parallel and not finishing anything. I don't believe on that. So in another way, you are telling your weakness, but actually you are highlighting your strengths, that you are a finisher. You believe on finishing the works, right? Rather than getting them delayed. You are a focused guy. You believe on focus on the things and get them finished, right? So it's a weakness, but you are telling your strengths, right? That's the way you need to find it out. What is your weakness and how your weakness can be converted into your strength. Okay. I have given you one example. I leave it to you. Okay. In between, I'm typing it here. Just mention some weakness which you have, which really is a weakness for you. I might be able to suggest you that how you can convert your weakness into strength on the chat window quickly. What kind of weakness you feel that you have? I have given you one example. Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos. Anyone has any weakness? You have never thought about it. So if you have not thought about it, think about it. So if you don't have weakness, put IWT. I will think about it. Okay. IWT on the chat window. Laziness. Okay. Working on one task and forgetting other things to do. Okay. So Narayana, you can exactly explain in the same way. I have worked, you can say that sometimes you work on one task and forget about the other things. So the approach you have defined it to note it down the task and have a focus approach on the task. So you overcome that weakness by using OneNote document, by using a sticky notes, and by writing a task on the paper and sticking it there so that you don't forget. That's the main problem which everyone has. Samanendra, you really have a big weakness, unable to work on a team. Bodhyan, yes, that's a good one. That's a really weakness, Bodhyan. I cannot say to someone, I cannot say no to someone. That's in general weakness of Indians. Okay, Europeans are very clear. If they don't want to do or they cannot do, they say no. Okay, so how you can explain it, Bodhyan, that it's very difficult to say no to people. So what happens that sometimes I ended up doing more work, even it's not related to me. But the good thing is with that is that I'm learning a lot of things with that. in one of the implementation, the WM consultant was not there, and it was asked that you can handle that position for 2 weeks parallel to your jobs or 2 months. I said yes to it. And end of the result, I have worked a lot, but the other part of it is that I also learned WM with that approach. So that is a little bit weakness for me, which I'm working on, and I hope in future I would become across it with my experience to know that how to say no. Okay, that's good, Bodhyan. Samlendra, unable to work on a team. If somebody will say that weakness, that's really that's really a big challenge, right? So I would say that not to say that weakness if you have, because without working in a team, it would be very difficult for you. Everybody is looking for a team worker, right? So don't highlight that weakness, I would say. Thomas has that when stuck in an issue, I try to isolate myself to that issue alone, avoiding new work. That's a very good thing, Thomas, that even I also do the same thing. But you need to a little bit add one thing on it. Okay. What is the one thing you need to add it is that earlier I was spending a lot of time, then my work was getting delayed. So now what I do, I got some issue. I isolate myself with the time window. Time window is very important. So you say that I isolate myself now with a time window of 2 hours. So I try to focus on that part, try to resolve for 2 hours. If I'm not able to resolve after 2 hours, now I start reaching out to my seniors, escalate to them, and try to find some another help from outside to get it resolved. That's an additional thing you need to put it on.